11 Sports and For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
You are looking live at Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but that is not what we're here for. We're not here for the scenic views and the ocean beaches. We are here for football, playoff football, wild card getting underway in the SFL, Lone Star Glory coming in and taking on the Florida Storm. I'm Jeff Melanesian. Welcome everybody to the Eye, and joining me in the broadcast booth is the Hall of Famer, Eddie Gage. Eddie, what's going to be the intriguing part of the game tonight?
SFL Nation, what up, though? It's playoff football. We are back live and from Florida. This is a rematch of Week 5 action where both teams combined for almost 1,000 yards of offense. There was only one punt in this contest along with 2 turnovers. Otherwise, it was a game all about the offense. Florida combined for almost 620 yards of offense. This is going to be a chess match. Which team is going to make the correct adjustments? Which team is going to dictate pace on offense? I can't wait to see how it turns out, Jeff.
This is going to be one of the better matchups, the 8 versus the 9, for a chance to play coming up in a couple of days. Florida coming in at 7-5, same with Lone Star at 7-5. But Eddie, you got to give the people what they want. What are some of the keys going to be for both teams for this one?
J.W. Doyle rushed for over 100 yards in Week 5, something Lone Star was not expecting as they played a loose box throughout the entire contest. They need to find a way to slow him down and focus on the passing game. For Florida, they were not able to stop the run or the pass throughout. As I said earlier, they only forced 1 punt. It's been a collective effort of both offenses on the run game and the pass game for Lone Star. Florida needs to find a way to slow that down.
Hey, we are getting set to get this one underway. Hand is in the air, and we are underway for the last ticket to the next round of the playoffs, as Lone Star will get the ball first, and they will bring it out to the 25-yard line.
I was talking to both of these coaches prior to the start of this game, and you're going to see right away Florida's game plan, something that's changed uniquely from their Week 5 matchup.
Want to give a shout out to the stats team. We got Zach Holdorf and Steven Hacker doing the stats for us in the stats truck for tonight's game. And first down for Finnick, who's under center. Short drop, running across the middle. Pass is caught, and a little bit extra after the play, a little sauciness. And we are up to the 37-yard line.
And you see it right there for all of you coaches who've been paying attention to that Week 5 matchup. In Week 5, Florida combated this offense with a 4-4 defense. Today, they're backing out of that. Mighty RX says he wants to put all his playmakers on the field and leave it all on the line today.
Ace Finnick on the season, 2,965 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, and 88.8 QBR. Under center yet again. This time it's going to be a handoff going up the middle. And that's going to be Collier, the fullback with the first carry, who comes in with 107 carries on the season. And that's going to be second down and 1, pickup of 9.
Collier actually averages more yards per carry than the tailback for this team. And so far, it's taking advantage of this soft box that Mighty RXs came out in.
Second down and 1. Good starting drive here for Lone Star. Handoff, and there's the other duo of the backup, and that's going to be another first down for Lone Star. Collier with another carry. So first down, and they are already at the 49-yard line, 1 yard from midfield.
Yeah, the nice kickoff return got him that field position. And Florida out here with this nickel 4-2 look. And so far, Lone Star is punishing them.
4 down linemen for the Florida Storm on defense. The linebacker was close to the line, but backs out. Throwing it across the middle is Fennick, and the pass is going to be caught. Getting close to the first down, that's Liam Hammer, and that's going to be 2 yards short, pickup of 8, second down and 2.
Liam Hammer and the rest of this offense got these looks because they've been getting great time in the pocket in that Week 5 matchup, and thus far, Ace Finnick has had a clean pocket to work with.
Defensive line moving around, trying to adjust and get a tackle in the backfield, but that's not going to happen. Ike McBride with her first carry. It's going to be a first down inside Florida territory, down to the 40.
Florida got a good push up the middle, but they were able to remain patient, bounce outside to the C gap, and get a nice first down carry right there.
First down and 10, and this drive is on the move. They took the keys and put it into the ignition. Finnick now in the shotgun formation. Hammer to the top of the formation, access to the bottom. Takes the shotgun snap, looking access his way, and he gets the reception, pick up a 5 on the play, and then he ducks out of bounds in front of Davidson.
So far, just like this week 5 matchup, he's been getting great time in the pocket, able to survey the field, look and find his third receiver in the route. Gets access for a nice gain there on first down.
Second down and 5 at the Florida 35-yard line. Finnick from under center, taking a shot deep, and it's caught into the end zone. Lone Star, Dave Axis, Adam Williams, touchdown. The tight end, throw it to the tight end, all over the place. And what a touchdown, what a play drawn up by Lone Star's coaching staff. And Finnick executes that to perfection for the first score of the game.
It was to perfection, but I'm not exactly sure what happened to Ryan Tobin there. He was actually looking at the play develop and should have been able to get in direction to at least bat that ball down. Got caught sleeping. The ball goes right over his head, and by the time he reacts, it's just too little too late. Touchdown, Lone Star.
7-play, 75-yard drive, 35-yard touchdown pass as Ace Finnick drives the Lone Star Glory down the field in their first playoff game as the Lone Star Glory and into the end zone. Couldn't think of a better start to the game. Wally Herman to attempt the extra point. It's through the uprights and good. And we're going to come to the first commercial break, but we'll be back right after this to see what Florida can do if they could get an answer. You're watching the wild card game on the 11 Sports and For the Fans. We'll be back right after this. After Ace Finnick marches the Lone Star Glory down the field for 7, we'll see what Florida can do on their next possession, first possession of the game. And it's going to be returned out. Optimus Klein on the return. He's got a head of steam, and he gets out of bounds to the 39-yard line. Optimus Klein giving Ron Cochran and the rest of the Florida offense excellent field position to start.
Great starting field position. I mean, this crowd was let down by that opening drive by Lone Star, but Optimus said, not so fast. We got something in store for you guys today.
Ron Cochran coming in with 3,622 passing yards on the season, 23 interceptions, 31 interceptions, and a 80 QBR, who's under center right now. Short drop back, throwing across the middle. The pass will be complete for a pickup of 6 on the play, and that's going to be to the receiver, Jeff Como. As you get a look at the offensive starters for the Florida Storm, and the one to highlight, it's going to be Optimus Klein, 1,207 receiving yards in the playoffs. As you take a look at the rest of the starters, Ethan Sneed, he had a game-winning field goal. We'll have to see if that comes down to it. 2 career game-winning field goals, and the last one against the Lone Star Glory, another play to Jeff Como, and that's going to be enough for the first down, getting it inside Lone Star territory to the 46th.
Moving the ball downfield rather quickly, thanks in behalf to Optimus and that kickoff return. Got them great field position.
First down and 10, Cochran under center. Split back behind him. He's going to drop back short, throwing across the middle. Tried to make a one-handed grab with Stephen Bush, but it's going to be broken up on the play. And kind of lucky that one didn't go into the hands of the Lone Star Glory. We'll take a look at the defense for the Lone Star Glory as going up, got the defensive starters up there. Going to touch on Juke and Rukin. And then the rest, there's the defensive backs. Kingseed leading all strong safeties and interceptions this season. Somebody that Cochran's going to have to stay away from with those 31 interceptions on the season. Halfback to Doyle. There's a flag on the play.
Didn't see who threw the flag, but it may be coming back.
We'll get the first sound from R62. Holding against the Storm. Gonna march them back. And what can that do to an offense, Eddie? After a great start, you were looking like you're marching downfield, and all of a sudden you get the penalty for holding, and you have to go back 5 yards.
Yeah, it puts you behind the chains is what it does. And all of a sudden you're taking plays out of the playbook that you would like to typically keep in there, particularly for Florida, who likes the short passing game.
2nd and 20 from their own 44. Cochran in shotgun formation takes the snap, going to fire it to Doyle out of the backfield, and he's going to only pick up 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 16, getting up to the 49-yard line, but the defense is coming to play for Lone Star.
They are. I mean, a big beneficiary was that penalty they just got on the tackle, the clerk, and it's just tough sledding anytime you're this far behind the chains to try to get anything going offensively.
Here it is, 3rd down and 16 for Ron Cochran. What does he have up his sleeve for the first 3rd down for the Florida Storm? From their own 49, he takes the snap. The lefty moving around in the pocket. He's got all sorts of time, but pocket's starting to collapse. He needs to get rid of it. And he's going to just fire this one to the sidelines, throwing it away. Didn't even want to risk anything downfield.
Yeah, he talk about all day to throw. He was back there playing any, meeny, miny, mo. And I think finally you see, is it Craven who comes rushing up trying to force me to get that ball up out of there. And he did. It's going to force Florida to punt.
A great first stand from Lone Star, getting the 3 and out after it. Again, you have to go back with that penalty. It seems that it's going to be a factor here. Who can make less penalties against themselves? And we saw it. I mean, Florida had a good thing going, and then you get that holding penalty and you go back 10 yards. And the return out to the 14, we'll see Ace Finnick for his 2nd possession of the first quarter.
Marcus Agrippa, the only star punter in this league, he's averaging about 4.7 seconds of hang time. Gets 4.6 there, gets the opposition no opportunity to return the ball.
After a 75-yard drive to open up the scoring to Adam Williams, Finnick will be starting from his own 14. Under center, handoff, trying to go up the middle, but the defense is ready for it, and they sniff it out from the get-go. As you take a look at the starters, the backs and the receivers for Lone Star, those are some good ones that you're looking at. And we have to take a look at what Ryan Caldell can do going up against Alex Dominguez, the tackle. Rylan going up against Dominguez now. I mean, this is going to be something that we're going to have to watch all day long, is how well can the defensive line for Florida get penetration. As a nice throw out to Liam Hammer for the first down, and it looks like Lone Star is picking up right where they left off.
Absolutely. At the snap of the football, it looked like it may have been some sort of cover 3 look, and the corner's bailing out of there as he has no safety help behind him. He's got to respect the speed of Liam Hammer, and it's a nice chunk of yardage gained right there on the possession from Lone Star.
Now it's 3rd down and 1. What do they have up their sleeve? Finnick will drop back, a little shovel pass. Breaking a tackle, Ike McBride. She gets all the way up to the 35-yard line. What a play designed by the Lone Star Glory.
I don't think I've seen Lone Star run this play all season. And breaking news, Greg Soto, who was hired on as their offensive coordinator just this week, I was told he was actually made the coordinator for this game as well. So who knows what's coming out of this playbook of Lone Star today.
John Neville's having to make the tackle. Eric Hammer was the one that got the forearm shiver. And then giving up the first down. First down and 10 from the Lone Star 35-yard line. Finnick from under center throwing it out. That is going to be caught by Exis. It gets out of bounds. Good drive here going for Lone Star yet again. First down and 10 Adam Williams up to the 45-yard line.
Lone Star having no issue moving the ball versus this Florida nickel defense thus far throughout this contest. And they're looking for answers, and so far they have not found them.
Take a look at Liam Hammer going out wide. Access to the bottom of the formation for Finnick. Hammer to the top. Collier and McBride in the backfield. Hand off to Collier, trying to get out wide, but the defense is there. Tomaello with the tackle for loss. Second out and 14. And now the Florida defense, the D-line and the linebackers, you got to mention Alex Dominguez, what he could do. 171 career tackles, 24 and a half in the playoffs by himself. And then you get a look at the Florida defensive backs. And you got to go with Ryan Davidson, one of the key X factors for them. 18 interceptions this season. 9 interceptions after 18 throughout the first half of his career. And 3rd and 15 now. The defense for Florida really buckling down when they need to against the Lone Star Glory.
Yeah, this run game, they've about had enough of it. They started to make some adjustments. You just wonder if these nickelbacks can hold up to the punishment they're going to receive from this offensive line of Lone Star as this game progresses.
So far, the offensive line for Lone Star holding their own against a talented defensive line. Finnick will fire it quickly. Pass is going to be caught by Collier, only getting half of what they needed, but it's still going to be a 4th down and 9, and we're going to have to see the first punt from Lone Star.
Yeah, I don't think Lone Star actually minds that. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think they're just trying to look to pin Florida deep and make them work the length of the field.
Download CrowdPlay, our new partner for 2020, and play the game about the game. Follow the action and answer questions for a chance to win your share of a $1,000 prize pool. Your next chance to win is right now, because we got Lone Star visiting Florida Storm. Visit crowdplay.com for more information. Download. Questions are already up. Go ahead and answer them and see if you can win your share of a $1,000 prize pool. And we'll see what Ron Cochran can do. 1st down and 10 from their own 17.
Yeah, Florida knew that Lone Star was going to come out amped for this game, looking to get a rematch, as we said, from week 5. They may have weathered the storm defensively. Let's see if their offense can put some points on the board.
7-0 here early in the first half. 7-0. Lone Star thanks to Adam Williams on a 35-yard touchdown pass. And there's Cochran showing his arm. Stephen Bush with the reception and getting it out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's the one unique thing about this offense for Florida that a lot of teams may not realize. They're one of the few teams in the SFL who actually alternates and puts their number 2 receiver in a slot more often than not, giving them more matchup nightmares for the secondary.
And just talk about what that can do if you're a defensive coordinator.
Well, if you're caught in a base look, you find yourself with a linebacker messed up on a team's number 2 receiver, and that can be all kind of problems.
Let's see if they could start taking more advantage of that. Cochran under center, and the bunch look. He's going to be hit and dropped for the first sack of the game. As finally, the Lone Star Glory getting the defensive pressure that they need and getting the tackle number 92, Al Lewis.
Al Lewis comes into this game with 10.5 sacks. Adds one to his playoff resume there. Great pressure up front as soon as the ball was snapped.
2nd and 12 from their own 31. Trips to the top of the formation for Cochran. He takes the shotgun snap. Will fire it underneath, and the pass is going to be caught. Small gain on the play for Florida, but getting close. That's Verdon Zarkov with his first reception.
They had one-on-one coverage on the outside with Lee Paddle, but he was sticking to the receiver like glue. Left no opportunity for a look downfield.
3rd and 8 for Ron Cochran and the Florida Storm. Going to be fake the draw play to Doyle and throwing it. Pass is going to be caught out wide. That's going to be E.J. Minson with his first grab. It's going to be 4th down and 3, though, so another stop for the Lone Star Glory defense.
Lone Star's defense thus far throughout this early contest has held up steady and held their own. They're looking to take advantage and not allow the 600-plus yards that Florida got week 5.
And the punt is away yet again for Florida. The 2nd straight punt. And the return out to the 27. That's where Ace Finnick will take over for his third possession. Up 7-0. Florida hasn't gotten anything going on offense. Will that change, and will the defense step up? We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Wild Card on 11 Sports and For the Fans. First down and 10 for Ace Finnick. Collier and McBride in the backfield lined up behind him. Dropping back, pressure coming with the blitz. He sees it, gets rid of it. Pass is going to be caught by Liam Hammer inside Florida territory.
Wow, Florida actually played that pretty well. The only thing is the safety got caught sneaking towards the numbers. Why, I'm not sure, as there was no receiver in that area. But be it as it may, it was still tight coverage. And Liam Hammer came down with the football. 2 versus 1.
Ace Finnick threw it just before he was about to get sacked, who hasn't been sacked in 2 games. And man, what a season that he's having. He hasn't thrown multiple interceptions since the Sioux Falls game back in week 7. And then the last 5 games, no multi-interception games. And the 3 games, he wasn't even sacked. And it's going to be second down and 9. Davidson with the tackle.
For those of you who say that offensive linemen don't matter, proof is in the pudding. Ace Finnick getting all kind of time out here today.
And he's going to go under center with Collier and McBride in the backfield yet again. This time, McBride's going to get the tackle, or going to get the carry, pickup of another one on the play. The defense starting to clamp down a little bit on these running attempts. Raymond James III with the tackle. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Lone Star still on top thanks to Adam Williams, 7-0. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching the Wild Card round on 11 Sports and For the Fans. 7-0 here early. Now at the start of the second half. Finnick will start under center. This time nobody's in the backfield. It's going to be empty when he drops back. 5 receivers going out in formation. He's going to fire it. Pass is going to be caught by Adam Williams. Or excuse me, Adam Williams with the reception getting close. It's going to be 4th down and 3, though. So Lone Star going to have to punt yet again. And again, Ace Finnick hasn't been sacked in the last 2 games. But Eddie, you go back to the whole offensive line.
Oh, absolutely. And Lone Star has 3 of them. 2 of them in their second year. They got a rookie free agent they also picked up. So they got 2 tackles. Oh, look at that great punt. They got 2 tackles in the center for this offensive line. It gives you all kind of time in the pocket. As you see on that last play, they come out in an empty set, yet they're still able to get their quarterback comfortable in the pocket as he knows he has all day to look downfield and get an open receiver.
That's Lincoln Kingseed that pins Florida against their own end zone at the 4. So the man could do it all even on special teams, coming in again as the second leading the safeties and interceptions, and a handoff going up the middle. Doyle just can't get going, and that's only going to be a pickup of 1 on the play. Jukin Rukin with the tackle.
Yeah, Florida's playbook is going to get shortened right here because they got to at least make some room for the punter. If nothing else, try to get out to the 8-yard line. You're probably going to see another run here.
Doyle in the backfield, 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Cochran under center, bunched to the top of the formation for him, but he's going to throw it down to the bottom. Pass is going to be caught, and the pass will be completed to Optimus Klein, who gets ahead of steam, and he'll get pick up 4 yards on the play, setting up a 3rd down and 5.
Little do I know, I forgot who I'm apparently calling the game for here. Florida likes to sling the ball downfield, and they don't care where they're in the field. They're going to be throwing it.
Good stop by Lee Pato, the corner for Lone Star with the tackle, holding Klein to only a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 5 from their own 10. Cochran dropping back, slinging it off the hands. Oh, he almost intercepted, but it falls incomplete. Pato had a chance at it off the deflection, but incomplete. 4th down and 5 upcoming for Florida.
Wow, I thought that was going to be picked off of a batted ball. At the snap of the ball, Kingseed comes flying down to cover the flat, the cover 3 look, takes Ron Cochran's eyes off of his primary receiver, and next thing you know, that ball is almost returned the other way and what would have been a touchdown.
Could have changed. Could have even increased the momentum for Lone Star, but it falls incomplete. They'll still get the ball, and depending on how the returner wants to set this up, could be set up in Florida's territory. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the first controllerless esport where strategy and AI instead of thumbs determines outcome. As a return on the play, breaking out a tackle down, there goes Lee Pato inside the 30 to the 29. Teams submit game plans prior. Oh, we got an injury. Christian Paul, the strong safety, down on the field. You don't like to see that, especially in the playoffs. Take a look and see. You're looking at number 22 right there. Oh, he gets clipped by his own man.
Yeah, his own teammate.
Ooh, just the way that he fell on the turf. Gotta hope it's maybe just a wind knocked out of him, or maybe just a knee contusion, and he'll be back in the game. Any information that we get on Paul, we will send it along to our viewers. 7-0. Finnick set up at Florida's 29-yard line. Best starting field position of the game thus far for either team. Under center, short drop back, throw it across the middle. Oh, deflected, almost intercepted on play, but it falls incomplete. Finnick breathing a sigh of relief.
Adam Jones, the man who just injured his own teammate, trying to make up for it there, almost picked that ball off. That'd have been a very athletic play, so he made able to come up with it.
2nd down and 10 now for Finnick. Hammer and Access are the receivers to the top of the formation. Collier and McBride in the backfield. Handoff to Collier, but he is not going to get much, if any. They're going to say he's going to go back to the line of scrimmage before Jones III with another tackle.
Lone Star started this game off dictating the pace with their running game, but since that first drive, Florida has clamped down and not allowed any yardage between the tackles. 3rd
down upcoming. Lone Star is 1 of 3 on 3rd downs. See if they could convert this one. Dropping back, throwing it over the middle of the field. Adam Williams with the reception, breaking out of tackles. And he's not going to do it. The defense for Florida swarming to the ball carrier. That's not an easy man to take down either. Adam Williams already has a touchdown in the game, and this time it's going to be 4th down and 5.
He's a big man, but he wasn't going to break all of those tackles and get the first down. If he was, he would have to be drug tested for steroids immediately. 3rd and 10, it was a long conversion, but Lone Star looking to put points on the board here.
Yeah, you could go back to that deflection. It looked like they had the right play call, but just in the right place at the right time was Adam Jones, as Wally Herman will tack on the field goal from 40 yards out and remains perfect on the season.
Lone Star with a 10-point lead here early. I was talking to Charles, the co-owner of this team, and that was one of his keys to victory today. If he can find a way to get a lead and allow his team to dictate the pace offensively, he felt comfortable about finding a way to come up with a victory here today. And so far, the game plan's been working out.
Yeah, it has. And the defense, I think, has played a little bit better than maybe some people were anticipating as well. I mean, the fact that they were able to hold Florida to 3 and outs here early, that's just something that we really don't see, especially in the playoffs. Return from Optimus Klein out, and here it is. I mean, the defense for Lone Star has just been awesome. 3rd in rush yards allowed, 4th in rushing defense. I mean, just if you could elaborate a little bit on that, Eddie.
In week 5, Florida worked for 619 yards of offense, punted the ball 0 times, and thus far they've done nothing but punt this ball away, and Lone Star's made some adjustments.
Yeah, one of the only matchups in the wild card weekend where the two teams actually played in the regular season, as Como with the reception up to the 44, and he's been one of the go-to receivers for Ron Cochran in the game. It seems like he's only went one time to Optimus Klein, but it's either been Stephen Bush or Jeff Como.
I tell you what, Mighty RX, I can guarantee you he went back and looked at that Week 5 game, and when you look back at it, you will see King Seed slid down the box early and often throughout that contest. He did it there, and Ron Cochran made him pay.
1st down and 10 to their own 44. Cochran will throw it to Doyle coming out of the backfield. He'll shrug off a defender, and then he'll get tackled. Pickup of 8 on the play.
Doyle, working on his lower body strength, was able to plow through the would-be tackler and get a few extra yards.
Give credit to Lee Pato, the corner, making another tackle, standing in there with Doyle. That's not an easy feat, especially for a corner, and he makes the tackle for a pickup of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2. Cochran under center. Short drop, throwing across the middle. There's Stephen Bush, and he'll pick up the 1st down. And in the coverage to make the tackle was Lincoln Kingseed.
Stephen Bush hanging in there strong, knowing he's going to get hit from behind, get a hit in the back, and yet he's able to maintain his mental toughness, secure that football, and move those chains.
1st down and 10, now up to the 39 of Lone Star. Cochran under center, short drop across the middle yet again. Como with another grab, and they are just methodically marching down on Lone Star on this drive. Lee Pato with another tackle.
That's a number of times in this drive already. We've seen Lone Star come up with a soft box. Before they were playing a traditional 4-2 nickel, but they've been playing a 3-3 and a 3-2 on this drive, and Florida's making them pay for it.
Como, one of the leading receivers for Florida in the game. 1st down and 10, now up down to the Lone Star 25. Marching on the door, throwing it to Doyle out of the backfield. He's got some room, but it's covered, and it is going to be stopped quickly. Lone Star finally, dislocated finger for Christian Paul, who was hit by friendly fire. Doyle with a nice grab for a pickup of 2.
Trying to stay ahead of the chains. Doyle picks up 2 yards. Catching the ball isn't his specialty, getting downfield. He comes in with 69 catches, but he's only averaging 3.7 yards per catch.
Split back in the backfield behind Cochran. And I hand it off to Doyle with some room, and he'll pick up another small gain. Pick up a 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Kingseed in on the tackle along with Doug Day.
Doug Day able to bring down a big tailback with an arm tackle. Not too often you see that happen. Doug Day must have been working out on those curls this week in the training room.
Doug Day came in with 94 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 7 pass deflections, and 1 interception on the season. As Stephen Bush tiptoe, little toe drag swag along the sidelines, enough for the first down and 10, now to the 15 of Lone Star.
Talking to the guys in the Florida locker room, they've nicknamed that man 10 toes down because he finds a way to get those toes down, move those chains, and Florida's knocking on the door.
What a very methodical drive for Florida. This would be the 8th play of the drive, already at 61 yards. Cochran in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the top for him and 1 to the bottom. He takes the shotgun snap. The lefty will just fire it underneath to Doyle. Tries to make something happen. He will pick up a 3 on the play. Trammell and Day in on the tackle yet again for the Glory defense.
Florida comes out in a 90-yard slant, and Ron Cochran, who's been here too many times before, the man already has 2 final MVP trophies to go along with his resume. Nothing is open downfield. Checks it down to Doyle and picks up 3.
Cochran under center, split back, throwing it to Doyle yet again. He could turn upfield, but Day and Pato are there yet again, holding him to only a pickup of 1, 3rd down and 5. And again, back to Ron Cochran in the playoffs, 3,344 passing yards. His QBR is 103.8, 24 touchdowns to 15 interceptions.
He's seen it all, done it all. And as I've mentioned, he was named MVP twice of those 3 championship rings they have.
3rd and 5 from the Lone Star 9. Shotgun snap, firing it out wide. Pass is caught, turning upfield. Touchdown, Florida Storm.
Optimus Klein has been here too many times before. He's an experienced veteran. He's the big playmaker of this offense. He's done it time and time again. They go down 10, 2 scores. No problem, coach. Put me in, hold my beer, comes down, scores a touchdown. Florida, extra point pending, will be down 3.
I start calling him Optimus Clutch. 1,207 receiving yards in the playoffs, 107 receptions. That's his 8th touchdown in the playoffs, and it couldn't come at a better time for Florida when they were looking for some momentum, and they had a nice orchestrated drive. And the kick from Ethan Snead is through the uprights and good, making it a 3-point game, 10-7. Lone Star on top of Florida. We'll be back with 4:23 left in the second quarter. You're watching Wild Card Round on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Ethan Snead with the ball on the tee to get this one back underway. 10-7. That was a 10-play, 75-yard drive, the longest in terms of plays for either team in the game thus far, and ties the longest for yards with 75. It's going to be brought out. Lee Pato with a nice spin move, but he's going to be tackled. And look at that, the offensive touchdowns this season. Lone Star with 32. That's the second fewest of all playoff teams. Meanwhile, Florida, 29, the fewest of all playoff teams. So we got one of the 2 best offensive teams in this game.
Yeah, they both get it done, methodically working their way downfield, which is why I think those numbers are rated where they are.
And something's going to have to give in this one. 1st down and 10 for up to their own 22. Throwing it to Collier, but he had to stumble to make the grab, and the defense coming down, holding him to no gain on the play. Eric Hammer now getting in the face of Collier.
You know what? I put that play on a quarterback because they need to allow that play to develop, Ace Fennick does, to get him the room he needs between defenders to get some yards out of that play.
Fennick still has a clean jersey on. with the 4 defensive linemen ready to pounce on him. Handoff, going up the middle, nice hole, breaks out of a tackle. He'll get close to the first down. Ike McBride with the carry, pickup of 9 on the play, and she's been doing solid work in the game today.
And that coming into this game is what Lone Star is going to need if they're going to find a way to win this game on the road and shock the home team. They got to get this running game going. They got a big block out of that fullback right there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Collier leading the way for McBride to go up the middle. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 1 from their own 31. Collier and McBride in the backfield. Hammer and Axis out wide. Handoff. Will she get it? Yes, she will. And they're going to go hurry up, Eddie.
I didn't think they were going to get it as the fullback got bottled in the backfield, but he mustered his way and got that first down.
It's something they like and they want to take advantage of. Throwing it to McBride. She's got some space, but Eric Hammer is there for the tackle. Only a gain of 1.
Once again, you got to hold that football for another second there, Ace, to get some yards downfield.
Hammer in the slot, Axis out wide. Dropping back is Finnick. Gonna throw it to Williams. Nice spin move. Gonna be close to a first down marker, and they are rolling downfield here methodically again, just like Florida. Gonna be 3rd down and 1 from their own 42. Can they convert this yet again and keep the drive going? They already converted 1 3rd down and short. And off to McBride. She will get it before she takes a pop at the end of the play, but now they're up to their 45-yard line.
Florida's defensive line actually guessed right on that play. They came out in a razor left, it looked like, looking to stuff that play in the backfield, but they were unable to get any penetration, and as a result, Lone Star moved the chains once again.
Andrew Francis with the tackle, but not quite holding them short. Collier with the carry, and this time he will pick up 5, and they're at midfield.
Fullback dive caught Florida by surprise there.
And we have come to the 2-minute warning. Lone Star marching down the field on Florida. Can Florida get the stop and get the ball back with time remaining and score before the half? You'll find out right after this. You're watching Wild Card Round on 11 Sports and For the Fans. The quarterfinal round is set, almost, still waiting on one final. And you take a look there, Mexico City, Baltimore, and it's either going to be Lone Star or Florida at Denver, and Jacksonville, Sioux Falls, Vancouver, and Louisiana.
Got a couple of rematches there. Vancouver and Louisiana played early this season. That'll be a good one.
2nd and 5. Lone Star on top, 10-7. Adam Williams, and then a field goal from Wally Herman. The only touchdown for Florida has been Optimus Klein. And there is going to be a pass to Liam Hammer. You get to convert the first down, now down to the 39-yard line.
That was a very nice play design. Liam Hammer lines up as the X receiver, comes across the middle of the field where you got this inside receiver and the tight end running a 9 route, opens that zone wide open.
Handoff going up the middle. That's McBride with the carry. They're only going to pick up 2 on the play.
Florida trying to clamp down this run game. They had some success after the initial drive, and Lone Star kind of got back to business. Florida trying to clamp down once again.
Second down and 8 upcoming for Ace Finnick. Collier and McBride in the backfield. Handoff She'll try to get something, but not going to be able to get back to the line. And the timeout is called by Lone Star as they got 2 timeouts remaining in the half.
Yeah, that's kind of questionable call right there to call a timeout right there. I probably would have waited to see what happens here on third down before I burn that timeout and give Florida any time in football.
Now, taking care of the football is key, especially against Florida, but Lone Star in their 7 wins, only 8 turnovers and 5 losses, 13 turnovers, and a free play, and Finnick takes a shot at the end of that by Jones III.
Oh my goodness, Jones III was trying to read Ace Finnick a bedtime story there, but it's going to go off or not as his teammate went off sides.
Alex Dominguez will get called for the getting a little too quick and not reading the football, and instead jumps a little early and gives Lone Star a free 5 yards.
Free 5 yards and stops the clock. Lone Star looking to turn this drive into points to close out this half.
At the end of the quarter, make sure to answer Crowd Plays Beat the Crowd question to win an instant cash prize. Will you be the fastest one to answer correctly? Third down and 3 upcoming. Finnick under center. Dropping back. Pocket is clean. Throwing across the middle. Oh, he had the receiver. Axis coming across the middle, but it falls incomplete.
That's very unfortunate because they're gonna kill this drive. And would you go for a field goal here? Or would you be punting this away, Jeff?
Oh, man, I would even be in the realm of thinking of even going for it. 4th down and 3. You got the momentum, under a minute left to go, but instead they're going to elect to take the field goal.
I asked Jeff an A and B question. He said the answer was C. He would go for it. I like this decision, though, to go for it. Excuse me, get this field goal attempt.
Snap was a little bobbled, but it's kicked by Wally Herman anyway from 49 yards out, and he kicks it through the uprights for a 6-point lead, 13-7.
Looks like we have a new viewer in the house here. AP1111 was saying, hey, wow, that's pretty cool. You guys have females in the SFL? Yes, we do. Last I count, I don't know exactly how many we do have, but it's probably about 10 of them, I would say.
The second season of the SFL minor league is underway, but it's not too late to build a player, get on a team, and start progressing in preparation for the next Simulation Football League rookie draft this December. Visit www.simulationfl.net to join our Discord server and get on the field. Contact Deputy Commissioner Andrew Rastelli on Discord after visiting the hashtag Get Started channel if you have further questions. We'll see you on the field soon. Again, that's www.simulationfl.net to join our Discord. 4 defensive linemen on the field for Lone Stars. They shift here against Ron Cochran, who takes a shotgun snap, firing it across the middle, but the pass was deflected in coverage as they were looking for Zarkov coming across the middle.
I couldn't tell, but it looked like that ball might have hit the defender in the back there. Actually, looking at the replay, it did. Brian Craven hit that ball, hit him right in the back.
He'll get a pass deflection for that. If only he would have turned around, he would have had an interception on the play and setting up Lone Star in great field position to put more points on the board before the half, but incomplete nonetheless. Now a 2x2 set for Ron Cochran, who's under center. Gives it to Doyle, but he is met at the line of scrimmage. Doug Day says, how do you do?
I remember Doug Day's first game in the SFL a couple of seasons ago. Came on with Vancouver and got a pick 6 in his first game. And here he is getting a stop for a loss.
3rd and 10 upcoming for Florida from their own 24-yard line with under 15 seconds left in the half. Cochran taking a shot deep. It's intercepted!
Intercepted, and there's 12 seconds left, and Lone Star has an opportunity. Thomas Smith, the safety, he and I talked a couple of weeks ago about trading jerseys and hanging up on our wall, and here he comes with an interception, giving his team a chance to put up another 3 points on the board before this half ends.
His second interception on the season, and boy, oh boy, that's the 32nd interception for Ron Cochran. 16th in the playoffs. 1st down and 10. Finnick under center. Handoff to McBride. She tries to get something going, but will be met at the line of scrimmage. They're going to go hurry up.
Oh, no, this is not going to end the way Lone Star wanted it to.
They're going to take a timeout. They got one left with 3 seconds left.
I would have preferred them come out and pass the ball, looking to get a long field goal opportunity. They did not do that. They played it safe, and now they're going to attempt possibly a Hail Mary attempt here to close out the half.
2nd down and 10, and it's been a pretty straightforward first half for both teams. Lone Star on top with 2 field goals from Wally Herman and a touchdown from Adam Williams. Optimus Klein getting the touchdown on the board for Florida as Finnick. This will be the last play. Pressure is getting there. He throws it on the run, but it's incomplete. Still not able to get sacked, so keeps the streak alive. And that is going to be the halftime break as Lone Star on top 13-7 in what could be pretty of a surprise to some of the viewers at home. But Eddie, I mean, this has been just a great first half of football.
It has, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised. As like I said, we said earlier, both teams combined for almost 1,000 yards of offense in that Week 5 matchup, but have made the proper adjustments. Florida, when they did give up points, it was via Lone Star getting the run game going. Although they only have 31 here at the break, it's been methodically moving the ball downfield, and when they got the run game going, it opened up the passing game. As you see here in the highlights, Adam Williams able to catch Ryan Tobin napping and benefit on a long touchdown pass, the only one of the game so far. And Lone Star looking to come on a road and shock these home fans and send the 3-time champs home early.
Stephen Bush with another grab. That was that got the first down going, and that was part of their drive, which capped off. Probably had to punt that one away, but still, I mean, just the plays all around. Liam Hammer making some grabs. Adam Williams, 63 receiving yards. He has 5 receptions and leading the team outside of Liam Hammer with 58, Dave Access with 17. But outside of that, if you go along with Florida, Ron Cochran, 120 passing yards. It's been Stephen Bush with 34 on 3 receptions. Jeff Como, 45 yards with 4 receptions. Minson has 5 yards with 1 reception. But going forward in the second half, what are some changes that you'd like to see if you were inside both locker rooms?
For Lone Star, I'd like to see them continue to try to find a way to get that run game going, because when they did, it opened up the pass game, and they've been pretty efficient when they've been able to do so. For Florida, I'd like to see them try to get Optimus Klein a bit more involved. He's a veteran of this team. He's been there many times before. That said, Jeff Como, he has a Finals MVP trophy as well to his resume. Let's get him involved. I mean, they've been doing okay, but you just need to see a little bit more consistency out of this group. Cochran only has 5 incompletions, but he needs to find a way to turn these drives into more points.
And the only one getting the sack is Al Lewis back in the first quarter, sacking Ron Cochran. Outside of that, we haven't heard much from the defense for Florida on the defensive line. Dominguez, Tomello, Jones III had some nice tackles, but outside of that, even Jukin Rukin, he's got 1 tackle. Jeff Melanishin joining me in the broadcast booth is Eddie Gage, and thanks everybody in the stats doing the stats for us, Zach Holdorf and Steven Hacker, as the return out from Optimus Prime will bring it to the 24.
Florida, despite their offensive woes, is down only 6 points, and a touchdown here erases all of those memories.
Gotta look at the third downs from each team. Lone Star's 3 of 8. Meanwhile, Florida 2 and 6. Not doing any better. We'll have to see if that changes, which teams can do better on third down in the second half. First down and 10 for Ron Cochran. First drive of the second half. Throwing it, bobble up in the air, almost intercepted. Just could not hold on. And boy, that could have been a big play for Lone Star, but it falls off the hands of Brian Craven.
Brian Craven has a number of deflections in this ball game, unable to bring any of them in. And if he does, talk about flipping the field. That's his second pass deflection dropped.
Looked like it hit off the big belly of his, and then it fell incomplete. 13-7, Lone Star on top of Florida. Second down and 10. We're coming to you live from the I in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Cochran will just have to fire this one to Doyle underneath, but he get a block and he'll get positive yards. Going to be pick up a 5 on the play before he's wrestled down. 3rd down and 5, and Pato with another tackle. But man, tough to stop. Or the Florida Storm, 10-1 all time at home in the playoffs, and their lone loss came all the way back in 2017. That was season 9, and leads the league in fewest pass TDs allowed with 11. And their worst record, this is their worst record. It's 7-5, and you'd have to go all the way back to that season 9 team that was 7-5 as well. And Doyle not able to get enough. That's gonna be 4th down and 4.
Not the way Florida envisioned this drive starting. Resulting in a quick turnaround and giving the ball right back to this Lone Star offense. By the way, Ferg 27 won the most recent Beat the Crowd contest for the Crowd Play app.
Congratulations to Ferg 27, won the most recent Beat the Crowd. And if you guys want to get involved in this, go to crowdplay.com, download the app. It's on iOS and Android. It's our new partner for 2020, and you can play the game about the game, follow the action, answer questions for a chance to win a share of the $1,000 prize pool. So get on that, and you can visit crowdplay.com. They got more information there. 13-7, Lone Star on top of Florida, but it's 1st down and 10, and Finnick will go under center. What are you expecting from this first drive of the second half for Lone Star?
What they've been doing all year, a combination of both run and pass. They do it as well as anyone.
Finnick, 7-step drop. He's going to take a shot to the middle of the field. It's caught. Francis on the tackle. And what a shot that was to Adam Williams, who makes the grab. And they're already inside Florida territory on one play down to the 46.
Well, they shocked all of us. And looking at their highlights from earlier this season and all season, they love to get this big man downfield. They take their 2 receivers and run them using drag routes, distracting those safeties. Meanwhile, Adam Williams, the big tight end, rookie, is running downfield.
What a season he's having. He has, amongst tight ends, he's number 1 with 15.9 yards per reception. That's better than hashtag throw it to the tight end, Mike Daggs. 2nd down and 5, and the pass was caught by who else but Adam Williams yet again across the middle. And it looks like this is going to be the Feed the Williams show.
For those of you who may be looking for that Crowd Play app, the address is actually crowdplayapp.com if you're looking to get involved.
Handoff up the middle. Ike McBride. She will get the 1st down to the 34-yard line.
That was the biggest hold that they've got all day in quite some time. And they used a strong trap play to get it. Pulled the guard. He blocks down the linebacker, and he finds himself with a nice little 8-yard run there.
1st down and 10, and Florida not looking like the defense that we've come to expect. 4 down linemen for them. Under center, Ace Finnick, Collier, and McBride in the backfield. Hand off to Collier. He's met at the line. Tomello with another tackle. Raymond Jones the third with the tackle. He's been one of the highlight bright spots for the Storm defensive line.
Whenever they've stopped this running game, it's actually been to the surprise of the defensive linemen who've been doing it. Normally they cleared away and open up holes for these linebackers, but they're taking it and doing it themselves.
2nd and 11, Finnick shotgun snap. Will fire it to access. He breaks out of the tackle, Adam Williams with the reception. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, picking up positive yards now down to the 27. But what does Florida need to do to get off the ball, to get off in the field here on 3rd down and 3?
Well, normally I would say play aggressive and play the sticks, but they did that a few plays ago, and Adam Williams got him for a big chunk of yardage downfield. So just be smart with it and just read your keys.
6th play of the drive, already at 38 yards on this drive. Finnick dropping back, moving around in the pocket. Good pocket awareness. Finds Adam Williams with another 1st down. And look at that, Finnick, 120.3 QBR. And that's come to that. You can't do any better than that. You can, but what he's doing against Florida, he's just taking his shots when he wants to.
That all was credited to the great protection he got up front. He had to wait for that route to develop.
Finnick will fire it, and it's caught. Just want to say Colby Utah, you the man. 3 first-time viewing. Thank you so much for tuning in and playing crowd play at that. So hopefully get some questions right here. You can win yourself some cold hard cash.
I don't know if that's supposed to be Kobe Utah man or Kobe Utah man, but nice name.
2nd and 7 for Finnick. Collier and McBride in the backfield. Hand off to Collier going up the middle. But the linebackers are waiting for him. As soon as he got through the hole, Dominguez in on the tackle along with Hammer.
This is a very important down for Lone Star coming up. It's 3rd and 5. You want to be smart with the football and at least come away with a field goal attempt to make this a 2-score game, but also remain aggressive because you know Florida's going to make a comeback.
3rd down and 5. The defense is there, but breaks out of the tackle, but not going to break out of Alex Dominguez. Big Sexy with the tackle on Ike McBride, and she stopped behind the line. It's going to be 4th down and 6. Florida getting the stop that they needed, but they're going to give up a field goal here from Wally Herman.
Cornerback Adam Jones has made a couple of nice plays today, none bigger than that one. And he didn't make the tackle, but he made the play by slowing him up.
4th and 6, and we'll see Wally Herman. He's 2-2 on the night so far. Looking to extend the lead to 9. Snaps on the way. Herman's kick is through the air, and it is good from 33 yards out. It is now 16-7. And what a drive that was orchestrated from Ace Finnick. Again, marching the team downfield and capping it off with points. That's so crucial in the wild card round and in the playoffs. Lone Star 16-7, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this. You're watching 11 Sports and For the Fans. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the I, home of the Florida Storm, but they're down 9 points, 16-7. And Optimus Klein looking to change that. Oh. He's got the breakaway speed. He's got 2 men to beat. The kicker doesn't have a chance. He's going to be gone, folks. 20-10. Optimus Klein, how do you do? Kickoff touchdown, bringing the Storm back into this.
If Florida turns around and wins this game, Lone Star is going to look back at this play right here that got them in it. It's a shame. I know that fans are just shaking their heads right now because Florida's offense has been relatively kept quiet throughout this contest. Optimus Klein, who's done it time and time again in the playoffs, time and time again, might have just woken up this offense. And if they come back and win this game, you can pinpoint this play right here, Jeff.
Wow, what a way to swing the momentum in your favor. Optimus Klein, not really known for his kick returning. This is the first season that he's done that, and he takes it to the house for his first career playoff return touchdown. And that could be huge for the Florida Storm. Now Ethan Sneed will attempt the extra point, make it a 2-point game. Kick is up through the uprights. It's now 16-14.
Mighty RX is on the sideline, and he just yelled, "You go get it, my boy!"
What a swing of momentum when you don't even have to get your offense on the field, and you can just swing it just like that in the blink of an eye. And now Ethan Sneed's going to kick this one off to Lee Pato. Can we have back-to-back kickoff return touchdowns? Sneed will kick this one off, and Pato's going to return it from the 1-yard line. He's got some blocks out in front. Nate takes a shot at the end of that play. Gets it out to the 23-yard line.
Looking at the chat, Teflon Ron must have just scored 20 points. from the crowd play app, and he just responded easiest 20 points ever.
Take a look, King Seed, 128 tackles, and he's in the top 5. Meanwhile, but you got to look at those interceptions, though, and he's really been quiet this game, Eddie.
They haven't looked his way at all in the passing game, that's for sure.
Shuffle pass to McBride, and she will pick up 6 yards, 2nd down and 4, and that was a good design play because they had the blitz coming.
They did. They guessed at the right time. They caught Florida, cutting their defense to the right, and he went to the right side of the A gap, which got him that cushion he needed to get some yardage downfield.
2nd and 4 upcoming for Ace Finnick, who's under center. Collier and McBride in the backfield behind him. 4 defensive linemen for the Florida Storm as they will try to bring pressure. Throwing it out wide, batted up in the air, but it's going to fall incomplete.
We've seen Adam Jones make plays today. That's another one. And had he been able to put 2 hands on that football, he would still be running, Jeff.
Those are the turnovers forced by the Florida Storm. They have no turnovers forced in this game, and you've seen that normally they win by a combined 9 points, so they need something here early in the 3rd quarter, coming down into crucial time here. 3rd and 4, but they got the momentum. Can they get the stop? They will. Batted away, knocked incomplete. The defense stands tall. John Neville's with the deflection.
When Ace gets back to the sideline, his offensive coordinator is going to be telling him, son, if you look to the left, you would have saw your fullback, Cameron Collier, wide open for an easy 1st down that he would have gotten all season. Instead, they find themselves punting.
Is that more so the defense bringing the pressure? Is that more so the rookie just being in his first career playoff start?
Could be.
Sector 6 is the official apparel provider for the Simulation Football League, and replica jerseys are out now. Get your name on the back of your team's or your fan favorite team's jersey and visit team stores and libraries for purchase options through sector6apparel.com or through our website at www.simulationfl.net. Just hit the shop button. And at the end of the quarter, make sure to answer the Crowd Plays Beat the Crowd questions to win an instant cash prize. Will you be the first one to answer correctly? Ron Cochran will start this drive under center at his own 35. Drops back, will fire a quick throw out to the right, but the pass is going to be caught. And there's Lincoln Kingsey making the tackle on Jeff Como.
LSG is going to have to find a way to weather this Florida Storm here. No pun intended. They just got a kickoff return for a touchdown. The offense comes out, goes 3 and out, and now Florida's right back on the field. Can their defense hold up?
Doyle in the backfield only has 5 yards on 4 rushing attempts thus far. Cochran under center, now up to 131 passing yards on the night. Going to be a handoff to Doyle, but he is met at the line. Doug Day yet again coming down and getting the stop.
My goodness, shot out of a cannon. It's like he was in the offensive playbook, standing in the huddle, and knew what the play was. At the snap of the ball, he comes out of there, and Freddie Trammell lays a boom in the backfield.
14. Lone Star on top of Florida. Bunch formation for Cochran at the top of the formation. Doyle in the backfield. Short drop back, throwing across the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Bush with the first down to move the change up to midfield.
And that's just what I was talking about back in the first quarter. Lone Star actually had that play locked up pretty good. Everyone was covered. They played a cover 3 defense, but Bush being lined up in a slot was a matchup nightmare for the linebacker. He's unable to keep up with them.
Fourth play of the drive for Ron Cochran now. Got the ball at midfield. Doyle offset behind him. Handoff to Doyle, but there it is yet again. No rushing room up the middle for either running backs. And that one, Doug Day meeting Doyle at the hole yet again. 2nd down and 10.
After almost 1,000 yards of offense in their first meeting in the regular season, both defenses came down and shut the hammer down.
It was 44-41 back in week 5, and it's 16-14 here. But Doyle getting the carry yet again. He'll bring bodies out for a pickup of 3, 3rd down and 7.
You know what I like about that play? Here we are, late in the 3rd quarter, and the defense all met at the ball carrier. They did not rely on one man and bring them down.
What are you calling here on 3rd down and 7?
Looks like they're going to come out with a 90-yard slants, but we'll see.
Cochran, shotgun, empty set formation. Trips to the top, but it's going to be quads with the tight end. Pressure coming, down goes Cochran!
Not sure what he was waiting on, as his tight end looked like he was open for an easy first down there. Look at the replay, he was wide open. Not sure what he was looking at. Perhaps he was looking at another receiver, but now they find themselves punting, and Lone Star survives.
That's Yogi Barr with his 6.5 sack on the season. First sack in the playoffs for him. Couldn't come at a bigger time, and we're going to have to see the punting unit for Florida come on yet again.
That's a coverage sack if I've ever seen one. He can thank his secondary for that.
If you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the first controllerless esport where strategy and AI instead of thumbs determine outcomes. Teams submit game plans prior to the simulation, and the results play out live in real time with hundreds of viewers turned players, scouts, coaches, and team owners on the field to create an all-new kind of virtual reality. Visit www.simulationfl.net for more information. First down and 10. Lone Star has the ball at their own 13-yard line. And Finnick will start under center. Hammer access to the top of the formation. Collier and McBride lined up in the backfield. Dropping back, throwing it to McBride. The defense is there and clamps down. That's Eric Hammer, the rookie, coming down and making the TFL.
That's one of the few times today I've seen Florida come out in a man defense. No one was open. And I would like to see Ace Finnick hold the ball, and maybe something will develop, but he did not. Dumps it down, and 2nd and 12.
Final minute of the third quarter. Lone's at their own 11-yard line. Finnick taking a shot deep. Davidson in coverage, as well as Andrew Francis, but it falls incomplete.
Wow, I thought that pass was going to Adam Williams, as he looked like he had a step on the linebacker over there, and if he catches that pass, it's going to be a foot race at the end zone. But instead, he looks out for his fullback, Cameron, and he's unable to come down with it. Jeff, Adam Williams was open.
He was, and that's something that you've talked about, actually, even in the last drive, where Finnick seemed like he had a better option and decided to take a risk. 3rd down and 12 from their own 11. Finnick, short drop back, firing across the middle, making a diving catch.
Dangerous pass.
4th down and 1. Dave Access with the catch.
Dave Access came into this contest, and despite the fact that this is only his 2nd season, he's been reliable. I mean, he has 64 grabs on 78 targets. Not many receivers you see in the SFL get that kind of productivity.
If you don't have crowd play, download crowd play, because you got to answer at the end of the quarter. You got to answer their beat the crowd question to win an instant cash prize. Who's going to be the first one? We'll find out in the return up to the 49. That's where Optimus Klein and company will start. You're watching Wildcard Round on 11 Sports, and for the fans, we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere, everybody.
Put your fours up.
We're back to the start of the 4th quarter from the I in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm Jeff Melanishin, and Eddie Gage is sitting beside me for this one. 16-14, Lone Star on top of Florida. And Florida will have the ball to start at their own 49-yard line. Cochran under center. Doyle is lined up in the backfield. Cochran dropping back, throwing across the middle, batted up in the air, almost intercepted, but it falls incomplete. And Eddie, we've seen this time and time again in this game, passes just being tipped and falling incomplete.
90-yard slants once again. I think that was Doug Day who actually tipped the football. And wow, I mean, both teams have had chances at interceptions, but cannot come down with these tip drills.
Cochran under center. Same formation as the first down play. Second down and 10. Cochran dropping back. This time we'll fire it to Doyle out of the backfield. Nice stiff arm before getting shot out of bounds by Lee Pato. Pick up a 5 on the play.
Lee Pato said, I may be a corner, but I can hit.
Lee Pato with 6 tackles on the night so far. Third down and 5. What are you calling here for Florida?
Wow. I mean, I'm either going to look for access on a shallow cross or maybe even Williams on a post.
Trips to the top of the formation for Ron Cochran. Got Doyle lined up to his left. Takes the shotgun snap. Firing across the middle. Oh! Batted up in the air. He was looking for Stephen Bush, but it was deflected, and Como almost had a chance at it, but it falls incomplete.
To the words out my mouth, it was headed for Bush, and the ball got tipped, and Jeff Como almost came up with it. That would have been an amazing play, and Charles might have had a heart attack right there on the sidelines.
Congratulations to Bryant Dynasty, the beat the crowd winner. 4th and 5, and we'll see Agrippa yet again for another punt. The punt is away. The second season of the SFL minor league is underway. Oh, the punt, nice punt. He'll die inside the 5 to the 4.
Down it. Time is ticking.
Second season of the SFL minor league is underway, but it's not too late to build a player, get on a team, and start progressing and prep for the next SFL rookie draft this December. Visit www.simulationfl.net to join our Discord server and get on the field. Contact Deputy Commissioner Andrew Rastelli on Discord after visiting the channel. Get started if you have further questions. We'll see you on the field soon. And backed up, Ace Finnick, pressure in his face. He throws it away, and it's caught, making and going upfield. Dave Access, first down, Lone Star.
Dave Access comes up with a crucial catch, but I tell you what, Ace needs to be careful. If there's any type of holding penalty while he's standing in the end zone, that's going to be a safety. We got a tie ball game. But he stood tall in the pocket and looked downfield and got his buddy Dave Access, who's not wearing his sleeves today, to my surprise.
And pressure was coming in his face, and he was lucky to find the open receiver. Pressure in his pocket, throwing it deep. Pass is going to be caught. What a catch. Adam Williams making a big catch on the sidelines, and Alex Dominguez was coming around the edge looking to clean the clock of Ace Finnick, and he makes a great throw.
Alex Dominguez is the reason that ball floated up there like that. He got pressure in his face, threw an ill-advised pass downfield, and Adam Williams catches the ball at its highest point and is somehow able to get his right foot down and stay in bounds to make that completed catch.
Rookie is maturing before our eyes in this playoff game. He is standing in the pocket and taking shots downfield on this Florida Storm defense. Now it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and McBride will be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say tackle for loss. And they're looking at Hammer and Bush, some of the lethal weapons for each of their teams respectively.
Each of the teams respectively, Hammer, who if you look at his player profile, you would think he would be a downfield threat more often, but it's been typically Adam Williams. But he's been consistent for this team all season.
Another shuffle pass. McBride with the reception and getting positive yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 7, but Eric Hammer with his 12th tackle on the afternoon.
I know we keep saying this, but this is another big 3rd down for Lone Star as we approach 9 minutes left in this ball game.
And Lone Star is 4 of 12 on 3rd down. That's 33.3%. And this one from their own 41. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Finnick under center. Collier and McBride in the backfield. Finnick with the blitz coming. Steps up in the pocket. Fires a missile. And it's caught. First down, Lone Star. They keep the drive alive. Adam Williams with another reception down to the 41.
Someone come out here and remind me that Adam Williams is a rookie. Is that correct? This man is balling today.
He's been balling all season, and you wouldn't even bother to know that he's a rookie by the way he's playing.
Also, we got to give credit to this old line who continues to give Ace Finnick the time he needs in pocket to get these balls downfield.
And that was one of the matchups to watch, was Rylan Caudell going up against Alex Dominguez, and we haven't even heard of Alex Dominguez. As Ryan Davidson, where are you? Coming in on the season, 9 interceptions. He had 18 throughout the course of his career coming into this season. By far the most interceptions of his career in a single season. And Ryan Davidson's been quiet tonight.
Prepping for this game, I had to look twice because I did not realize he had 9 interceptions on the season.
2nd and 8. Finnick, short drop back, throwing across the middle. Pass is going to be caught. And who else but Dave Exis yet again? Eric Hammer with another tackle, 3rd down and 1.
Jeff, if that ball goes to Liam Hammer, he's going to gain about 10 yards after the catch. But he wanted to be conservative, make sure he got the first down, and yet here they are.
3rd and 1, Collier and McBride in the backfield. Hand off to Collier going up the middle. He will get just enough. Tackle on the play by Raymond Jones III. Not before he picks up a gain of 3 down to the 28. 1st down yet again for Lone Star.
Lone Star doing just enough to move these chains. We at the 7-minute mark, and this game is going to come down to the wire.
And the offensive line, the center is Marty Maidenfort. The tackles, Ryan Caudell and Bobo Caudell, doing yeoman's work on the line of scrimmage. Handoff up the middle.
Great patience.
McBride looking for some good vision, getting up, pick up a 6 on the play before being wrestled down, 2nd down and 4.
Great patience right there. Lines up. The center gets a great block on a linebacker. He has patience, kicks it outside the C gap, and gets a nice gain there on 1st down.
Finnick under center. Another well-orchestrated drive for Lone Star. Handoff going up the middle, but that's not going to work this time around. Raymond Jones III yet again with another tackle on Ike McBride's 3rd down upcoming yet again for Lone Star.
It seems like they've had about 19, 20 3rd down opportunities today as Florida's defense has been stout, and they need to find a way to get their offense back on the field here.
Nick under center. Collier, McBride in the backfield.
Showing blitz.
But they back out of it. Finnick will throw it across the middle. Liam Hammer with the reception and turns upfield. Puts his foot down and goes north and gets the 1st down. Now down to the 15-yard line.
For a moment there, I thought he was going to lose that 1st down trying to get the 1st down. But Florida could not close to the football in time, and Liam Hammer picks up a crucial 1st down.
Ike McBride coming in with 4 yards per carry average. And tonight, she's at 1.5. This time, Finnick will hand it off to her, and she will pick up 3 yards on the play, now down to the 12. And again, Eddie, the clock is ticking away for Florida.
The clock is ticking, and Lone Star is beating them at their own game right now with this long drive. This next play coming up will be their 13th of this drive, and they are just eating up the clock.
2nd and 7 from the Florida 12. Finnick dropping back, firing it out to Hammer, who catches it. Nice spin move. We'll have to see where they place the ball. They will give him enough for the 1st down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Ace Finnick, Lone Star glory.
1st and goal, ball at the 5-yard line. This is probably, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it, the biggest drive of this team this season. If they can find a way to score here, it may be enough to send them to the next round.
And Finnick will go in the shotgun formation. He's been under center for most of this drive. McBride and Collier are in the backfield beside him. Taking the shotgun snap to the back of the end zone. Batted up in the air from Andrew Francis. And it falls incomplete. 2nd down and goal upcoming.
That ball was almost intercepted. Looking for Adam Williams again. There was not enough real estate for that play to develop. And that would have been disaster should Florida come down with the football.
2nd and goal from the Florida 5. Finnick, the rookie, under center. Collier, McBride in the backfield. Liam Hammer to the bottom of the formation. Access to the top. Handoff up the middle. McBride. And she's going to be stopped by Raymond Jones the third. She'll pick up a gain of 1 on the play. 3rd and goal. And Eddie, yet again, another 3rd down for Lone Star.
Another 3rd down coming up. Lone Star throughout the day is 7 of 15 on 3rd down. They would love to be 8 of 16 right here.
Big stop upcoming for the defense for Florida if they can get it. 3rd and goal from the 4 of Florida. 5 down defensive linemen for Florida. 3 linebackers. Hand up the middle to McBride. She will be stopped behind the line. They're going to say she got back to the line of scrimmage. But what a stop from the Florida Storm defense. 4th down and goal.
What a stop by this Florida defense. But Florida Lone Star came out rather conservative. They lined up in an I-pro formation. Florida counters with a goal line look. 5 DBs, 3 linebackers. I know he's a rookie, but I would like to see them pass the ball and put this game away.
Now, do you think that play was because he was a rookie and they didn't want to risk it?
That's my guess. That's the only thing I can think of. A veteran quarterback like Ron Cochran would have been given the green light to throw it.
Herman looking to be 4 for 4 on the night. It's through the uprights from 21 yards out. A chip shot for him and extends the lead to 5. 19-14. We got the last 2:53 and change coming up right after this. You're watching the wild card round on 11 Sports and for the fans. Don't go anywhere. Coming to you live from the I in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Jeff Melanish and Eddie Gage. Stephen Hacker and Zach Holdorf doing the stats for us. Optimus Klein, he already has 1 kickoff return, but this time he'll be stopped at the 25-yard line.
King C, who's been quiet today, was not about to allow Optimus to turn that one for a touchdown.
Warm 0021 in chat says, Jukin, save us now. Jukin has had a very quiet night as coming in the playoffs. He's been one of the only ones with playoff experience. He's got 4.5 sacks career in the playoffs, and this is his 4th straight trip to the playoffs. It was Dallas in season 12, and then Seattle for the last 2 before Lone Star this season.
Florida's going to hurry up.
Florida's going to go hurry up, exactly. Pick up a 6 on the play, waiting for the men to get back to the line of scrimmage. Cochran will fire it. Pass is going to be caught, enough for the 1st down, and that's going to be Jeff Como with the reception, not getting out of bounds, and they're going to burn some more clock as they hurry it up.
4 down territory for this team.
1st down and 10. Cochran to Doyle. He's got some space, but the defense collapses, and that's only going to be a pickup of 2 on the play. Craven in on the tackle, as well as Lee Pato yet again. In a hurry up, trips to the top of the formation. Doyle yet again, but this time nothing doing. It's going to be lucky if he gets back. Jukin Rukin with a tackle. 3rd and 7 upcoming. That's the 2-minute warning. Last 2 minutes coming up. Florida needing something to happen down 5. You're watching the SFL Wildcard on 11 Sports and for the fans.
The last time we were in this situation in week 5, Lone Star could not stop Florida in that 3-receiver set in which they had Bush taking advantage of the defender over the middle. Can they hold on now?
Let's see if that plays out. Cochran throwing across the middle. Somehow it is caught. E.J. Minson inside Lone Star territory to the 45.
They can't settle for 3 here. They got to get a score.
First down tag Cochran. He's been in this situation countless times. Take a shot deep. Pass is caught. Stephen Bush.
And now with the ball on the 26-yard line, time is not a factor. Florida can slow this game down, move the ball at their pace, keep the playbook entirely open to what they want to do, and walk away to try to find a way to get 7.
All 3 timeouts remaining for both teams. Cochran under center. Doyle upset behind him. Handoff to Doyle as he will pick up 5 on the play. Second down and 5.
Clock running, but it's not an issue. Florida has all 3 timeouts.
Cochran dropping back across the middle. Oh, but it hits off the back of Zarkov. Looking for Bush.
He was looking for Bush, and it hits the tight end in the back. It looks like someone might have run the wrong route because you got 2 receivers in the same area. The rookie tight end might have made a mistake there.
And Eddie, another third down.
Another third down. Florida in this game is 4 of 11 on third down. They need to convert here.
3rd and 5 from the Lone Star 21. A field goal does nothing but make it a 2-point game if they get it. Cochran dropping back 7 steps to the sideline. They're going to say first down. Pass is complete. And Optimus Klein, well, who else but anybody but Clutch in the playoffs, makes a big grab, first down.
If a challenge comes here, yeah, it's going to come from the booth, and they're going to challenge it. I thought he got his left foot down, but we'll see what they say. You talk about the hearts of both of these coaches right now in their chest. Mighty Ice is on the sideline saying he was clearly in bounds, while Charles and Wally is on the sideline. Yeah, he got that left foot down.
R62, Andy Hamilton, look away.
Cade Stevens, you too.
And they're going to say he was in bounds in the play stands. Oh, first down for Florida. They needed that one on the 3rd down. It would have been nice to see. It would have been interesting to see what the play call would have been if it would have been 4th and inches.
They would have went for it.
The over/under at 51.5. Jack's data. They're off on that one unless we get some real big scores here in the last minute and 4. Cochran under center, 2x2 sets. Short drop back across the middle. Pass is going to be caught, first down to the 4-yard line. E.J. Minson.
If I'm Lone Star, I'm considering calling timeouts here to give your offense a chance in case Florida walks away with a touchdown. But they're going to let the clock run.
And with that catch standing for Optimus Klein, he now passes James Cooley for 4th all-time. Handoff to Doyle. Is he in? They're going to say he's down. 2nd down and goal.
I thought that ball crossed the plane. And Florida calls a timeout. Why? I would not do that.
They got 2 timeouts remaining and probably giving some momentum back to Lone Star here with 37 seconds left. 2nd down and goal.
Does Lone Star have goal line in their playbook? And it looked like they do not.
Doyle lined up in Doyle's in the backfield. Are they going to give it to him, or is Cochran going to take a shot and take a nice throw here? He will. Rolling around the pocket to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Ron Cochran. How do you do, Jeff Como? And that is going to extend the lead to 20-19.
I'm shocked here. First of all, that Florida threw the ball when you got Doyle in the backfield against a down defense. But Lone Star, just like the Week 5 matchup when they had the game in hand, was unable to get off their defense off the field. Florida marched downfield in Week 5. They marched down the field again here in the wild card weekend. But the good news, if there is any, is that there's 35 seconds remaining, and the field goal will win this game for Lone Star.
They don't convert the 2-point conversion to the end zone. It is caught. Zarkov with the 2-point conversion. 22-19. Boy, everybody, go get some chips or something for the last. Go get some water. Go to the bathroom. We'll be back right after this with the last couple seconds remaining. You're watching the Wild Card Weekend on 11 Sports and For the Fans. And we are back with the last 35 seconds. Florida on top 22-19. The kick is away. Leopardo will field it 3 yards deep, and he will bring it out. And he will bring it out to the 22-yard line. And Eddie, it's been said that Lone Star was just not able to slow down the hurry up for Florida, but now they have 30 seconds to go downfield. What do they have to do in order to make this happen?
I'm dialing up my favorite plays for Adam Williams and Liam Hammer. Whatever chunk plays you have in the playbook, I would be dialing them up right now.
30 seconds left. The last 30 seconds for either team if they lose and they go home. They got it over the middle. Pass is going to be caught. Dave access, and he turns around and he calls timeout. Adam Williams, the tight end, with a grab. And you were alluding to it. You're running your best plays and a one-handed grab in front of Ryan Davidson.
My best plays are going to my best players downfield in chunks. You got 2 timeouts remaining. You don't need to score a touchdown. Just need to find a way to get in field goal range. You got Wally Herman back there warming up for this exact reason.
2 receivers at the top of formation for Ace Finnick, who's under center. Williams is offset, and he will run a route as well. Finnick moving around in the pocket, throwing it outside, batted up in the air, but it falls incomplete. Davidson getting the hand for the deflection.
A number of times today, Ace Finnick reminding everyone why he's a rookie. That was an ill-advised pass there, and he almost ended the ball game and the season for this Lone Star Glory.
Finnick, 304 passing yards. He's 31 of 39 for a 79.5% completion percentage. Still 107.7 QPR. Under center, short drop. Going to fire it to Collier out of the backfield. Shrugs off a defender and gets out of bounds. Pick up a 5.
He got out of bounds and stopped the clock, which is what you want to do, but they need to find some chunk plays, get them a bit further downfield. They're probably about, I would guess, 20 yards out of Wally's field goal range, and they need to find a way to keep their composure and make that happen.
The longest kick for Wally Herman is 51, and he's done that twice this season. 3rd and 5 with 15 seconds left in the season for either Lone Star or Florida. We'll fire it. Liam Hammer makes the grab. He got out of 1 tackle, but Ryan Davidson is there and hauls him down. Going to be 4th down and 2 with 11 seconds left to go.
4th down and 2. You got no choice but to go for it. They were looking for Adam Williams again on a 9 route. He was well covered. Florida read the memo. They've been studying the playbook. They're going to have to go for it here.
Crowd at the eye getting really loud here for the Florida faithful. Finnick! Ice in his veins! He finds the receiver! Dave access, and it's caught with 6 seconds left to the 38.
It will be about a 55-yard field goal from here. Lone Star just burned their last time out. You have no time to run another play and get out of bounds. They're going to have to either go for a 55-yard field goal here or throw a Hail Mary.
They're going to go for the field goal.
55 yards out. It would be the biggest kick in Wally's career.
This is to tie the football game. 6 seconds left. Snap is down. Wally kicks it. It's in the air. It's no good.
Oh, it fell short of the upright. And Florida, once again, is going to advance in these playoffs. Oh, look at the replay. It hit the crossbar. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. It fell short. And Florida, once again, is going to beat Lone Star. Lone Star is unable to stop the no-huddle offense of Florida, and they're going to advance once again to the next round.
Wally had the distance. It came up just yards short, and Florida, mighty, they survive and they advance to the next round.
Talk about a heartbreaking loss for this Lone Star Glory. They had Florida's number today, but the tide turned when Optimus Klein, the veteran that he is, returned the kickoff for a touchdown and it was just enough. Their offense didn't do much today, as you see here, with only 224 yards of total offense. But when they needed to make the plays the most, they made them. They were unable, Lone Star that is, unable to stop the hurry-up offense of Florida, and they were able to continuously move the chains, just like they did in Week 5, and come away with a win at home. And Lone Star has got to be hurting right now. I feel your pain.
Ace Finnick not sacked yet again, and this time comes up in a losing effort. Doesn't even throw an interception in this game either, with the amount of interceptions that the Storm normally get. The only turnover was a Thomas Smith interception back in the first half.
The key to Florida, in my opinion, winning this game was their ability to withstand the first quarter, first possession that Lone Star got when they were able to march downfield via the run and pass. Because after that, for the most part, they shut this running game of Lone Star down, despite the 3 offensive linemen that they have under contract, and was able to come away with a tough win at home.
Ron Cochran, the player of the game, and he does it again. 26 touchdowns in the playoffs, just adding to his legacy. And that's going to do it for Wild Card Weekend. And we will get it set next Saturday, October 17th, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. And we'll get the quarter round underway as you take a look on screen with all the matchups coming up. But until next Saturday, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this presentation of the Simulation Football League. Have a good night.
Thanks for coming. Good night. Drive home safe, everybody.